Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing a mini Colourpop haul and a try on, and I'm so excited to try on some of these products. Like, I'm looking at them and my mouth is watering. I'm so excited. So if you want to see how I got this look, keep on watching. So I just want to start off by saying that I love Colourpop. I think everything that they come out with is pretty much gold. I'm obsessed with their liquid lipsticks. I'm obsessed with their lip liners. I'm obsessed with their Super Shock shadows. Everything that I've tried is super, super good. But when I saw these things, I got super excited because there are a bunch of new things that Colourpop has just recently come out with, new formulas, new types of products, so I'm super excited to get into this. So the first thing that I bought was the Element of Surprise palette. I know that Colourpop has had eyeshadow palettes out for, I want to say maybe half a year now, maybe a year, but I've yet to try any of their eyeshadows aside from their Super Shock shadows. So when I went online to buy all this stuff, I was like, I for sure have to get one of their palettes. And this one really stuck out to me. I think this palette is so beautiful. It has such a beautiful range of colors in it, and it's not like every other typical warm shadowed palette. This one has pops of color and some really cool duochrome eyeshadows in it. And just looking at the packaging, I'm obsessed with it. It's very sleek and slim. It's very small, so it's really good for traveling. And I also really like that it has the names on the back of the palette. And I'm just dipping in my finger into details, and I just did a light swatch, and it has really good pigmentation. It's a really beautiful transition color. Next, I'm gonna go into this really pretty Barbie pink color, and it feels so soft, guys. It feels really good. Great pigmentation as well. It's such a beautiful color. Next, I'm gonna go into this really beautiful color that is like blue-green from MAC, and it's called Feels. I'm not sure if the camera will pick up that blue-green color, but it is very, very nice. Okay, so I just went in and I primed my eyes with Tarte Shape Tape in the shade Medium, and I really like using that as a base for my eyeshadows. I feel like it keeps them on all day. So without further ado, I am gonna go in and take the shade Labyrinth, and I'm just going to basically set that primer that I put down. So for me, that shade was just really good for setting that concealer, but it doesn't work on me as a transition shade. That's really hard to say. I don't know why. But I am going to be taking the shade Details and using that as my transition shade. Why am I having such a hard time saying transition? And the look I'm going for today is a really nice, smoky, warm, purpley burgundy type of eye, and I'm doing that for a reason because I have another new product that is going to be really nice with those colors. So this shade is really beautiful, but it actually looks a little more orangey on me than I would have expected. I thought it was going to be a little bit more brown in tone, but I don't mind it, to be honest with you. I really like this color, and I think that the pigmentation going on the eyes is beautiful. It's blending out so nice. It's blending out, to be honest with you, better than a lot of my eyeshadows, and I'm very happy about that. I mean, these eyeshadows are super cheap, guys. Like, this palette, I think, cost me maybe $10. Excuse me, my phone. So yeah, like I was saying before, I was so rudely interrupted by my cell phone that I need to put on silent when I'm filming. I just think that these eyeshadows, the quality of them, or at least the quality of this one so far, is so good for only $14 to, I think it was either between $14 and $16 that I paid for it. Next, I'm taking the shade Peace of Mind, and it's a really beautiful maroon shade. It's this one right over here. It's very, very pretty. So I'm gonna take that and put that in the outer V. And I'm also bringing that color a little bit into the crease just to give the crease a little bit more depth. I'm just going in with a clean eyeshadow brush, and I am going to be blending that out around the edges. Another thing that I want to say about this eyeshadow palette before I move on is that this palette has little to no fallout underneath the eyes or in the palette itself. This is the palette after me dipping into it, and the only thing I could see is a little tiny bit of color here on the shade Details. Okay, so the next product I'm super excited to try because it is a fraction of the price of its dupe. And by its dupe, I mean the Stila Magnificent Metals Glitter and Glow Liquid Eyeshadows. So these have been compared to those, and this, I want to say, was maybe $8, and the Stila liquid eyeshadows are around $23 to $29. That is a huge price difference. And if this compares to that, I mean, I'm done. Stila, what are you doing? What are you doing selling people $23 liquid eyeshadow when Colourpop is selling it for $6? And I know this doesn't matter to a lot of people, but just the packaging alone is so cute. It has a galaxy on it, and the word, I want to say it's like a little bit holographic. No, maybe it's just foiled, but it is such cute packaging, guys. It's so pretty. And this is the shadow. It's in the shade Hard to Impress. It's a very beautiful coppery burgundy shade, and it is just so pretty. It is swatching beautifully. Ignore my horrible swatch, but it is beautiful. I would say that it's not as opaque as the Stila liquid eyeshadows, but it does have that great pigmentation nonetheless. So when I use the Stila Magnificent Metals, I take the applicator, which is a thin doe foot applicator. It actually holds a lot of product. And I just put that directly onto my eye, so I am gonna be doing the same thing with this. It's beautiful. It's gorgeous. Stila, come on, man. $23 for an eyeshadow. This is $6. Okay, guys, this is beautiful. I'm obsessed. Colourpop, you killed it with these Supernova eyeshadows. I'm floored. I'm just floored that I paid, I want to say it was like $23 to $29 for a Stila liquid Magnificent Metals, whatever they're called, eyeshadow, and these are so beautiful. The only thing I will say is that I do think that the applicator on the Stila Magnificent Metals is a little easier to apply the product than this applicator. I don't know why, they're pretty much the same applicator, but the other one was a little bit easier for me to apply. Okay, so I'm just gonna finish up the rest of my makeup and I will be back to show you those last two products. Okay, so I just finished up a bit of my makeup. I added some bronzer, contoured my nose, and I added a little bit of that shade Peace of Mind underneath my eyes, and I added some lashes, and these lashes that I'm wearing are the House of Lashes in Allura Light. I was about to say the shade Allura Light, but they are in Allura Light and they feel amazing. So moving on to the product that I would say that I'm probably the second most excited about, besides that Supernova shadow, the liquid eyeshadow. It's their loose highlighters, and they're actually called, they're Luster Dust, and this one's in the shade Au revoir. You know, like when you're leaving a boat, au revoir. And I've heard these be compared to the Kylie loose highlighters, and I'm just dipping in my finger there. It actually has a bit of a coppery gold color to it. It looks like it may be a little too dark for my skin, and I want to say that maybe this one was the lightest shade that they had. Maybe they had one that was a little bit lighter, but let's just swatch it on the back of my hand and see. Oh no, it's actually pretty light. It's a champagne color. I just took the smallest amount, so let me just take a heavier swatch. Oh, very heavy swatch. So I just grabbed my Real Techniques setting brush, and I'm going to dip into the lid because this seems to be like it's gonna be really intense, and I don't want this to be too intense right now. So I just grabbed my Real Techniques setting brush, and this is my favorite highlighting brush, and I'm going to take a little bit of this and just pop it onto the top. So I'm gonna grab about that much right there, and I'm just going in with the brush, and as I'm looking in the top, I don't see any big chunky glitters, which is a really good sign because I hate when highlighters have huge chunks of glitter in them. It's not flattering on anyone. I mean, unless you have the skin of a doll, and I think that even that, it probably wouldn't look good. That's actually a lot softer than I thought it would be. It is so pretty. It just gives that like wet look, and that to me is probably my favorite type of highlighter look, when it just looks wet. I don't like I said before, I don't really like when it has big chunks in it. So this is really, really beautiful, and I think I'm really gonna enjoy this. And that's without wetting my brush or putting any Fix Plus or any Morphe Prep and Set on it. I usually do that with my highlighters just to give them a little bit more of a pop, but this does not need it at all. So I think that for the money, this is totally worth it. So I just looked online, and these are $7. That's a coupon. $7. It's $7. You probably can't see that on my phone, but it's $7. And that shade actually is the shade Nomi, which is a shade that is lighter than this one. So if you have fair skin tones, go for Nomi. And if you have more of my kind of skin tone, medium to tan skin tone, I would say that this Au Revoir is the best one. And for deeper skin tones, it's called Dewdrop. Okay, don't make fun of me. I know I look like I'm in the 90s right now, but I just put on a little bit of NYX lip liner in the shade Nude Truffle. And I really like this lip liner when I'm going to put on anything that is a little bit darker, or nudes, to be honest with you. It just makes your lips look like they're a little more pouty. But I'm going in now with Colourpop's Ultra Glossy Lip, and this is in the shade FUDG'D, and I think this is part of the Karrueche Tron collection. And I've never tried Colourpop's lip glosses, so I'm super excited to try this. I've heard very good things about them, and I heard that this one's a really good color for brown girls like me. So let's try it out. Okay, so my only complaint about this lip gloss is that it is a little sheer, and I like my lip glosses to have a little bit more pigment to them. It's a really beautiful color. I think it suits my skin tone really well, but it is just too sheer for me. So I will keep using it on days that I'm trying to do a no makeup look, because it is really beautiful. And it is super cheap. They retail for $6. So there are so many different colors. I'm probably just gonna end up buying a little bit more of them because they do have such a good formula. Okay guys, so this is the completed look. I hope you enjoyed this mini Colourpop haul and try on. I'm loving all of these products that I bought, and I can't wait to try out more of Colourpop's stuff. Next time, I definitely want to buy their concealers, some more of these Supernova eyeshadows. I'm super excited to spend my money there. Don't forget to like this video, give me a big thumbs up, and subscribe to my channel. I'm not sure where the button is, but it's over here. Don't forget to do it. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.